Bear with me. First, I thank you for the life of everyone that's here with me. Then I thank you for the love you give me. Why? I don't know. I don't deserve it. And it hurts inside. Many a nights I cried, called your name out loud, but didn't call you when I was doing good, too proud. And still you gave me love. I wasn't used to that. Because most of the people that gave me love ended up taking it back. It's something new to me, so I'm begging you for time to adjust. Let me make it there. I will be one you can trust. What I stand for, I put my life on. I do. I guess what I'm asking is, show me how to stand for you.
And on behalf of my skin is my sin, we want to send our deepest condolences to the family, friends, and all the fans across the planet. We lost a legend. We absolutely lost a legend. I want to thank you for tuning in. This is Jobs, and this is the water cooler. And wow, man, what a way to have to start the show. You know, um, jeez. And I'm just waiting on my brothers to join me before we really start talking. And my apologies if you heard that. Um, and you know what? I don't think we've ever done this before, but let me see if this will work. What I want to do is we're gonna put the link out there in case there's anybody that want to call up while we talking about it. Since we out here, and I ain't even discussed that with the bros. My bad, family. I should have. Uh, but let me make sure this is on the live chat, and it wasn't. I'm not sure what's up with that. But bam, just in case, there's a StreamYard link if you interested. Anyway, what's going on with you? How are you feeling? You know, um, it puts things in perspective, especially for myself. Being a year younger than DMX, it definitely puts things in perspective. And it's sad that, but sometimes we have to get over ourselves with people that we love. Don't let the last conversation you have with somebody be something vicious with somebody you love. Don't allow that to go down. Learn how to talk to people. And myself included. I can get much better than that. Let me get brother Greg in. What's good, bro?
Peace, King. What's good with you?
Oh man, just sitting here talking about life. Rest in peace to the king once again, DMX.
Definitely. Rest in peace to DMX.
Yo, it is so dark over there, bro. I can't see you at all.
Hold on, just give me a second.
All right. And for those of you that tuned in, do us a favor, subscribe to the channel, and just hit like for us, and give us a call. Hit the link. We're gonna talk about DMX. We got a couple of other things we're gonna talk about. Um, and one thing that's disheartening, and you know what? Let me get Rome in here too. What's good, bro?
Yo, what's good, man?
Chilling, chilling, chilling. And what else? I wonder, can I do that? How can I do that?
Rest in peace, Earl Simmons, man.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace. And I'm not sure. I think AJ is going to get some light. That didn't ask. A little better, I guess. It's like you when you like right up under the light, it's just basically gonna make a shadow.
I'm trying to be like that X for real.
Nigga in an interrogation room and shit.
Exactly.
I need to go see if it's new ball, snake, rat, and that. What's happening though? Better.
You know, and what I was saying before y'all tapped in, is don't let the last conversation you had with somebody be a vicious one. You know, somebody you love.
Mm.
You know, like it's and I'm not saying don't you'll never argue with somebody you love. You will. That's just the nature of humanity. But you know, when I say vicious, occasionally people we tend to take arguments a little too far. And that's not something that you want on your conscience if that loved one passes away. You feel me?
Yo,
Tell you,
sometimes.
you say
But
what?
nah, I feel you, yo. Like I went through that, yo. Like I lost my like yo real shit, yo. Rest in peace, Devin, yo.
Hmm.
My my cousin, we was like brothers, yo. Like my last me and his last interaction was us rumbling for real.
Mm.
He died. You know what I'm saying? Like he had like he after that situation happened, he passed away. It's about like 2 days later. Like yo, I never, you know what I'm saying? Like we ain't never get to piece that up, like nothing, bro. So like, I definitely relate. Damn, it's just
Yeah,
that.
I'm sorry to hear that too, man. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Oh, like I'm looking at the thing on YouTube, and for some reason it was just frozen, and I'm like, what the hell? Why is it still just showing me? And it should not. Okay, yeah, that kind of fixed things. Okay, and I really wish, man, that like we could play some DMX songs, but they would just basically stop the show and
Dunzo.
Yo,
yank it
I
off anyway.
literally seen niggas. I literally was watching a show last night, and niggas was playing football film, bro. They played like 30 seconds of a football clip of a dude of a dude's workout. They stopped the entire stream, bro.
Oh yeah.
Like 3 times.
I'm not surprised by that at all. You know, that's what I say. Like if you play anything, and like I forget what's the young kid's name that does the reviews of the old school music.
I know what you're talking about. I like him.
Yeah, yeah. I like his reactions and shit too. But they have really, really kind of like been on him.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, like every time I look up, he be like, "No, man, I couldn't do such and such song because they flagged me for it." I'm amazed that they haven't just yanked this channel though. To be quite honest,
Yeah, it's
but
crazy though, man. Like it's crazy,
what's on your mind, bro?
bro.
I said, "What's on your mind, bro?" Oh, did he say, "Hold on"? Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't even hear that part. All right, can y'all see the screen though?
nah.
Yeah, I can see it.
All right, cause I'm gonna play. What
No, I don't
I'm,
see this.
Nah, you can't see it.
you can't.
Great, great, great,
All right,
great.
cause
Hold
right
on.
now I'm playing a video.
Great, great, great.
It looks like
You gotta
three
let this
teenage
happen. This
girls
try. This try. I don't want them to hit you, and I'm.
jumping on
Oh my God.
a male lady.
White dude?
Oh my
She's
God.
white.
Yeah.
Oh my
Uh,
God. Oh my. Girl,
Now, first off, we didn't see all the video. We don't know what led up to this incident. That lady could have spit at them. She could have called them the N word. She could have threatened their mama. It could have been a plethora of things that lady could have did to elicit that beat down.
well, you know the slogan: rain, sleet, or ass whooping. You know,
Now,
mail gotta get delivered, bro.
I
So
will
it's like,
say that I'm sorry. Go ahead, AJ.
so it's like no context to it. It's just like
That's just
ghetto brawls. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
literally. Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. And see, the problem with that is that even with all of that, and we could have a laugh at it, and it's kind of funny. At the end of the day, those three young ladies really did their future a disservice.
I mean, for real, they should be getting jobs at the post office. Like that that type of determination, bro. Like they definitely delivered that motherfucking that goddamn.
Uh, yeah, but that they're this is they assaulted a federal employee.
But you stated that it's not in full context, so I don't think um I don't think they just randomly jump on the post lady, bro. Like there had to be something that led up to that situation, and she could have said she could have called them the N word. She could have spit at him. She could have coughed on him. You know what I'm saying? She could have said some offensive shit, and they just wasn't having that shit.
Yeah, unfortunately, y'all beat up a white lady that works for the feds.
Yes, man, that's the other part. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's the other part of it. But I mean, like we said, it's not in full context.
Yo, shame on the person that recorded that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a huge issue right there.
I
That's what
mean,
that.
that's okay. So, and I'm playing devil's advocate, but just with that clip, are we not going to say that like they're like okay, let's say she called him the N word and that was it. Does it deserve you risking your freedom and your future
It,
beating
it,
her up?
it deserved for her to
We,
get beat up. Yes.
we don't know because we don't know what happened.
I'm saying just judging by that
If
like
if
my
she
thing is that we've made a whole bunch of rationales for why she could be getting her ass whooped. But do we think why would you take that risk of your future?
I mean, well, I don't know. I
you know,
can't.
like when
I, I,
you're in the midst of that, man, you in a heated debate
I
or even
can't.
argument, you're not thinking about that. Like we said, in full context, we'll be able to understand. You know what I'm saying? But like at the end of the day, there had to be something that transpired prior to this event. I don't think that just they didn't just randomly pick a white lady to beat up. There was some type of dialogue that transpired between them.
Yeah.
Went left, you know.
Yeah.
And but if she did some racist shit, she deserved to get beat up. If she was bold enough to say some racist shit, delivering mail in the hood, she deserved to get beat up, bro. Like that's just real shit.
I'm not gonna fault the person that took the video because that's just the culture now. You do anything, it's a fucking camera watching you, bro. And it's almost like hitting the lottery.
I
It's like the
mean,
hood lottery.
I
You're going
mean,
viral.
like lynching niggas used to be the culture for real.
Right.
True.
Shit, make that shit right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the whole idea. I mean, I ain't even gonna really get too deep into it because I don't know shit about what happened in the video at all. So it's hard for me to even speak on it. Like, I don't
Stop.
know. It did a nigga
Stop
did a
posting.
nigga
Hey,
then the nigga put his whack ass music in the background as well. So that shit definitely threw me off. I didn't even want to listen to that shit no more. Like, what the fuck is this? With this weak ass song. Like, if you at least put Knuck If You Buck in the background, boy, fuck wrong with you. But no cap, no hell. Overall, I don't know what lessons is to be taught out of that whole video clip. I don't know what's going on. I just know. Like, I don't even know if they live in the fucked up. I don't know nothing. I don't know if they live in a impoverished neighborhood, upscale neighborhood. We just don't know. We just see some redhead white lady getting jumped for real.
God, it's a impoverished neighborhood, and I'm gonna tell you why. There was a white lady with hooping shoes on and men's shorts and a t-shirt. That's why I know they was in the hood. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to say that it was Florida.
That did kind of seemed Florida-ish.
And I'm gonna
I'm
say,
not sure where that happened, but it did seem Florida-ish.
I'm gonna say it was Florida. Like she looked like she can go and pick and call next on the pickup game. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen how like her feet was mad big too.
Well, her jumper couldn't be any worse than her hands. I'll put you say that.
But
Um, but I feel bad um for those young ladies. I really do.
now what if it? Well, now what if is it? Now what if it turns out that racist dialogue did transpire?
I still feel bad for those young ladies because they're going to make an example out of them if they possibly can. And we all know this.
What I learned is stop postal worker hate because that's what's going to come.
Anti-postal hate.
Yeah. That's what's going to come next.
Okay, so speaking of that, since we on that, what do y'all think about the Stop Asian Hate movement? Should black folks be concerned with that at all?
No. Well,
No.
on one aspect, you have to because they're demonizing black people. And the propaganda that's being put out is that it's black people deliberately going for Asian people when it's clearly white men doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So in one aspect, we have to be somewhat concerned. On the other aspect, man, we ain't worried about no. You know what I'm saying? Like we not worried about no Asians, bro. Like that. Like we. What all the Asians are saying is don't treat us like niggas. Is what they're saying because
Yeah,
they feel like they're being demonized. They feel like they're being called nigga.
yeah.
That's all that they're saying. Like when the energy is matched for the defense of black people will have no problem allying when the energy is the same. You know what I'm saying? But it's not the same energy because they still look down on black people, and that's a fact. And I don't think anything about it. Like when they match the same energy, then then we could talk. Until then, I don't have nothing to talk about. Like that's not my fight.
I mean, for me personally, like that shit is non-existent.
Yeah.
It's non-existent. You feel me? It's just a whole lot of propaganda put around certain incidents where that they try to make an entire campaign out of. Pretty much, the
Yeah.
pot is more than likely overall at the end it just villainize only black people
Yeah.
because in these comment sections, I see how these things are reported. Like I was speaking about earlier, like I seen a fight with a white dude and an Asian dude for real. And the Asian dude won. Like the Asian dude knocked the white dude out in the middle of the street and all that. But I didn't see
Ooh.
no anti-Asian hate, stop Asian hate throughout how it was reported and throughout the comment section for it. So anytime you even just see Asian hate, it's connected to somebody of color having a confrontation somehow, some way with an Asian person. Like I even seen a video where they tried to make it seem like a black person, the Asian person was fighting on the train, but in reality, the person was white. But they said it like it was an Asian person, but you couldn't see his face. That's how they're trying to push the propaganda out there. But the report showed that he wasn't even Asian; he was just white. And only like, and there's so many clips, reports, and all these other things. But the
Yeah.
main target is basically pointed towards black people, and that's why you see only all celebrities really stepping out there, taking the brunt of this, and donating hundreds of thousands of dollars to their cause. You feel me? You build
I
up
didn't know nobody
propaganda.
was doing that.
Right, like that's how it always. If you want to get some money out of black people, you just build up some type of propaganda, start a campaign for real, and put pressure on the celebrities.
That's it.
I
That's it.
wish that shit worked for me. I'm talking shit. I don't know, bro. Like I think that the black community, man, has been fans of the Asian culture for long as I can remember. Like y'all know, man. I work.
And like
Okay,
I've
okay.
never
I guess that would be slanderous for me to say that.
two
So let me not
words.
say that.
I've never heard any black people that we gonna go beat these Asian niggas up. Like what?
Yeah, I've never heard that.
I've never heard that.
Um,
Hey, like you got, even if you go all the way back to the 70s or whatever, like a lot of black people were supporting those kung fu flicks because those movies was cheap as hell to go see, like at a $2 matinee or whatever, the things of that nature for real. That's how it made a lot of like people, like black people were supporting that shit, and that shit traveled over. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like that's why them niggas. Now go ahead.
No,
This
I'm agreeing with you.
karate shoes to school
Right.
for Bruce Leroy.
Right, like when has black people ever looked at Asian people as ops for real?
I,
Ever? Like,
and I don't want anybody, if you are Asian and you are listening, hit the link in on the YouTube channel, My Skin Is My Sin. Call up and let us know. Um, however, I don't want anybody to be like, oh well, it's only about karate movies. No, like the culture, the
No,
cuisine,
I'm trying to
the
get
ambiance, the goods that we purchase, like in a multitude of facets. We have supported Asian culture for, like, again, my whole life.
Egg foo
right.
young good as a motherfucker, yo.
Well,
Like,
I don't.
Let's not even get to the underworld ages that niggas support. All the knockoff shit that niggas buy. Hey, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
think about it, yo. Who supports the Asian community more than the black community just off the hair alone?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like this whole it's black. It's not, yo. Like it's clear as day. Like, yo, the media is telling you that it's white men who attacked the Capitol. The media showed you and told you that it's a white dude who blew up Oklahoma City, right?
Hmm.
And then there was another nigga, what was that, Memphis? All of this shit, my point is, all of this shit that's transpiring in the news is angry white niggas. And they still find a way to not say that it's domestic terrorism or it's white men. You know what I'm saying? Yo, black people ain't worried about hurting no Asian people. Yo, like we got to worry about being hurt from our own. You feel me?
Yeah. I don't.
Yeah.
It's that's not an again. Yeah, that's a made up
Yeah,
thing.
that's totally made up. We
That's
got
I
so
mean,
many other things to worry about than Asian niggas. Like
yo,
it's not.
I mean,
Go ahead, AJ.
oh shit. Oh no, like I've been saying this years upon years upon years. I live at this area around the corner. We beefing with these niggas. We shooting at these niggas. We killing each other or whatever, right? It's a Chinese store that been there for 12 years. They closed that bitch 4 o'clock in the morning.
Ooh.
They ain't got to worry about. They just step over the dead. Hey, see y'all niggas tomorrow if y'all alive. We'll
Yeah.
be here. This is the
4 o'clock
deadliest
in the
neighborhood in the
morning.
whole Surrey, in the whole city. They have no worries about being there, selling their products, their food, and sending their children to college for real.
But listen,
If it was really a attack or hate, they would start at that store right there.
facts. But this the kicker. That store is
Uh-huh.
attached to a church, and that church is
Uh-huh.
attached to a liquor store.
Right. That's
Wow.
fact.
And that's something.
All three of them in a
All
row.
all that shit is not by coincidence
It's
either.
not by coincidence. You know what I'm saying? So like, no one supports the Asian community more than black people.
Right. Because they already have an open shop to come to.
Absolutely. Nobody
And they
Yeah.
only,
supports black
you
people.
like I'll give you the perfect example. Like when I was staying on the east side of town for real, it was this little spot we used to go to, Phil's, right up top, right? We used to go there all the time for real. Food used to be fire. When I moved over west, this was probably like 8 years later. When I moved over west, on the west side of town for real, I walked in a liquor store one day and Phil pointed me out. I was a grown man by this time, but I was a little kid when I was going to a store on the other side of town. And I
Right.
never knew that store still open. They just sold it to their peoples for real. You feel what I'm saying? And then they migrated over here to a store that they got from their peoples for real.
Right.
Like you feel they store hopping. That's how they operate.
Right.
That's you know what I'm saying. Like that's how that shit works.
That's how I go though. You know what I'm saying?
So
like,
basically, they can go from one dangerous neighborhood, set up shop, take hundreds of thousands of dollars, go to another dangerous neighborhood to set up shop, and don't have to worry about getting asked where you from. what you got that all for, who you know. They ain't got to worry about none of that shit.
Right.
That's crazy. But then they gonna say that niggas hate them.
Right.
That
Right.
You know what? I don't know, man. I think it's just like everything else, man. They're the people that are pulling the strings, are orchestrating it to make it look like we hate them, and it's just an easy sell for that community.
I've yet to see stop hating like Black Lives Matter is just saying don't kill black people. You know what I'm saying? Like treat
Hmm.
black people like white people. Like what you want to call it, equality, or whatever you want to call it. But like I've yet to see niggas be like, like why do you hate black people? You know what I'm saying? Like no
like
one, no one's really like having that discussion. Like, why do you really? No one's saying this shit.
I'm gonna tell you what's so crazy about this whole shit, especially with the ages for real. They use like 3 or 4 videos, started a campaign for real. Not only got funded for real, they got money donated to them. They about to get laws passed, yo.
Right.
That's great in the span of like 6 to 8 months for real.
Yep.
Niggas been getting killed for like 50 some years for real, and haven't got that progressive that fast for real.
Every day. That's what I'm saying.
I
And
mean, we don't stick together, bruh.
It ain't just that, it's because they hate us for real, for real. You feel
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
you've seen one Asian person go off cold from their standpoint. One.
But
That's
what does
it.
he? And then in return, what does he really have to lose if he make all of his money dealing with us? Not only
Right.
that,
He, he, he
his money
doesn't.
going to actually go up for him saying that for real. He probably get more business.
He probably will. But my point is, it's only one Asian from an Asian standpoint off code. Like that's not the case with us, bruh. Like it's we need to be on code, and then you will see the results of being on code.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
That's just my little 2 cents on that shit. Damn, man, it sucks that we ain't got no phone number tonight, man, because it really would be dope to just there's some people out there, man, on my timeline with some dope ass pictures with DMX. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place, man, but it just bothered me, bro. I did see one chick. She posted, man, and this is she had a picture with DMX. She was like, "This is my idol. Love him. I got the opportunity to meet him." And then in all caps, she posts, "I should have fucked him, but I told him I was married."
Niggas hear that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why niggas funerals be. Yeah, I mean, low key be having bras there for real. They was getting it in like that.
yeah, definitely.
But that nah, kind of just think about it. Like that's like the realest shit. First off, you was a stand up broad. You know, you had an opportunity with somebody you really wanted to, that's famous. You turned it down for your husband. That's a stand up shit.
She regrets it.
She regrets it now. I'm assuming. My,
Um,
my assumption is she only regrets it because her and the guy are still no longer together.
She regret. It doesn't matter. She still regrets it, bro. Like, do you not think if DMX was like, "Yo, there go my room number," yo, like, let me handle this real quick, yo, and meet me up there, that she wouldn't have went, bro. She would have went. Like, you're giving her way too much credit. Like, you seriously, you're giving her way too much credit. She would have did some whole shit if he was down for that shit.
Not every woman is like that, bro.
My nigga, she made a status and said, "I should have fucked him." Like, what else do you expect? Like, what do you mean? I'm not saying because I know her. I'm saying this is based on what she put up.
Yeah, me. I can't agree. I can't agree with the Melvin Air mindset on this one.
I might have to.
She,
Yeah,
she
I might have
definitely
to.
regrets it. Regret that thing, man.
She does regret it, man. Another brother, Nova the Rebel, um, had a picture with DMX, and apparently he got the opportunity to chop it up with the brother. And DMX gave him his number. You know, like he was like, you know, like shit was an experience. Like I can only imagine.
Right, yo. I fuck with X, yo. Rest in peace to the dog, yo.
In fact,
DMX was like the only, like, you know, DMX was a real nigga, yo. Like, he was the only nigga that could get away with like wearing suspenders, yo.
facts.
Like, this nigga used to wear jumpers and shit for real, nigga. Like, for
And
years and years and shit.
had cops on me. You know what I'm
Like,
saying? It didn't matter.
It did
yo,
not.
you can see DMX in 1994, 2004, and 2014, yo, and you probably really wouldn't know which year if you looked at the outfit he wore, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Timberlands, jeans, you feel what I'm saying? Just some regular shit. Like, yo, always, yeah, me, you know, like, I fucks with X, whatever. Yeah, me, I
Only
respect.
it'll only be one DMX, bro. Like
Man,
never
Right.
DMX. A nigga can never try to come in and copy his style or anything.
no,
Like nah, like niggas ain't happening. You know
no.
what I'm saying? Like it'll always be one DMX.
Can you imagine getting in a rap battle, yo? Like that nigga start barking at you, yo. You like, what the fuck? When that
Yo,
bitch going
the
crazy,
Mook
dude.
story was hilarious though. Did you hear that one?
What story?
The Mook story.
Yeah.
Yeah,
X ain't never happened.
Huh?
X
He,
ain't
yeah. X said that never happened. Or he
oh
said it probably happened
wow.
by accident. He said it probably happened by accident, like his dog just went off or something like that.
Either way, like I mean, I don't see why Mook just out of the blue would, you know.
Yo, you know how
Folklore,
you don't know how
folklore.
you yeah, it's folklore, yo.
Huh?
Like you
He
want
said he
something
seen
can
it
happen
though.
on.
He said he was there.
So,
But like
Yeah.
man, like yo, you know what I mean? Hood stories is like
T Rex told the same story and said that he was battling DMX. No cat. Yo, Rex the greatest.
Oh, and
He said,
for those one people that's listening, the story was that DMX was battling some cat, and in the midst of the battle, he said something to his dog. It was just DMX and his dog that showed up for his side, and his dog barked, and DMX was like, "Nah, chill, man, I got him." Like if the dog was part of the, you know,
like
his bar.
in the dog barking was the punchline.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
"I
Mook said it much better because apparently he was there, or maybe he wasn't. I don't know.
But yo, like you know how that's like barbershop talk, my nigga. Like niggas will be like,
right,
yo, my man's, and it's really a nigga he know a nigga.
right." Like I done heard stories get misconstrued. Like, yeah, man, like yo, he punched that nigga for real, man. Slid that nigga across the hood of the car. Like, but he really just hit the side of the car or something like
Right.
that. The way you remember it, like 8 years later, like man, he slid on the car, his feet was in the air, one of his phone posits came off. You feel like only thing the nigga did was fall on the ground. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I done heard
The
somebody's
story
story.
may change over the years.
Yeah.
That is
Right.
true.
It was one of those, but yeah. But X said that wasn't set up like that on purpose. Like if it did happen, it just happened like that.
That's even doper though.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know, like your dog is like, man, come on, man, let's get in this battle. Arr!
Yeah,
You
I
like,
mean,
sure,
like
all right, I got you.
yo, DMX albums was so different, yo.
Yeah.
I remember when them shits came. Like I remember the first time I heard this nigga, yo. He was like you said, like a myth, like nah, yo, like it can't be no nigga on the track barking for real. And that's when I heard the DMX versus Cannabis mixtape. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, like, and that's when I first heard of Cannabis too. Like I remember that shit for real. It was a tape. And them niggas was just like, it was really different songs that they was on and shit like that. And some songs mixed together for real. But it just like, these niggas are the fucking future for real.
Yeah.
Man, I've never heard that, bro.
Ever heard of my first Cannabis mixtape?
No, no.
Yo, trust me. Like,
Yeah. One of them
it's,
joints.
it's, it's real. It's
Yeah.
probably on YouTube or something like that. It's real.
I have got to.
And then you remember DMX was doing hella features back then. He was on Money, Power, Respect. You know what I'm saying? wife be the jeans and Timberlands. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. Like he's really the same nigga, yo. Like you know what I mean? Like the same character for real, nigga. Like it's
Two
just
number one albums in 1 year. All that with no jewelry. I'm sorry, a dog chain.
right. Like that's just being true to yourself for real. Like yo, like he really was just coming back to back with so many bangers, yo.
Yeah,
Like
I ain't see him with no fancy cars. I'm sure he had some whips,
oh
but you
yeah, a
ain't
lot of
see, his
love.
videos and a whole bunch of fancy cars, a bunch of naked chicks, just gritty, raw, real shit.
I'm going to rob you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, don't make a sound. Yeah, I mean that nigga was there.
Oh my goodness, man.
Yeah, man. Like his first album was so fire to me. All of his features was like fire to me. Like
There's so many joints on there though, bro. Like niggas done started something.
incredible. The production was
Yo, that was Dan Grease. Shout out Dan Grease, man. Like
right.
that was mainly Dan Grease. Like Swiss
Came around the second album.
second album, right? You know
Right. But they had a fire connection too, for real.
They did. They did. But
Like DMX opened the door for so many artists for real. From like Eve, Dragon. We already knew the Locks was there. I mean, like the Locks was the Locks for real, but
right.
they wanted to come over the Rough Riders all off the strength of DMX.
Right.
They came over like that's how we look at the Locks as Rough Riders for real.
And I thought they was with the Rough Riders before they got signed.
No,
they wasn't with.
Nah, no. They was with Puff. They was with Puff first. Then
right. Now they all knew each other for real, but they signed to Puff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, like a good.
Why did they ever regret that?
Was signing to Puff?
Not signing for him, but not sticking it out with Puff.
For what, nigga?
Money wise, they probably would have made more money.
Are you serious?
I'm just saying.
You're joking, right?
You don't think they would like if Puff was really putting energy behind them niggas, that they wouldn't have made more money with him?
He was, and Puff was taking their money.
You got a point there. Well, yeah.
And I mean, it's all about artistic direction too. You feel what I'm saying? Like that should have stopped anybody from doing anything for real. If you can't make music the way you make it.
That nigga had Styles P in a shiny suit, my nigga. Like, what do you mean?
Right. Exactly. That shit don't work for everybody.
Yeah, I would agree with you. It don't work for everybody.
I mean, in retrospect, you listen to the music like this shit ain't trash at all. That shit kind of fire. You feel what I'm saying? Like what they did, what they had to do under that umbrella that they was working on for real. But at the time, that's not what niggas wanted to hear from them. Niggas was going so crazy on Clue mixtape and on DMX album for real. Like they was all like niggas that started something. They was on that before they was Rough Riders for real. You feel what I'm saying?
I mean,
like
but Mace was fire in the shiny suits.
But Mace,
that was Mace.
Mace wasn't going. Nah, Mace. I mean, Mace wasn't going to be able to rap the way that he wanted to rap under Puff. Right. That's why he left at the second album. Like the nigga really left. Like he got out of there.
Yeah. Maybe he just, he had a calling and he went down there.
Yeah, that's not what it was.
He heard that Puff was on some bullshit and got out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. Like I don't think like to be quite honest, like Big is the only one really. Like who else did like really just that Puff did, got them on like I think Big was the only one.
Are you serious?
Like, they got on. I'm talking about like really was successful. Who else?
Craig Mack, nigga.
Craig Mack he had that one fire joint.
That was a really.
We talk about rappers, right?
Yeah, I mean, period.
Total.
I mean, Kim blew up. Kim blew up. No time for fake ones. It's just some Chris. I don't know why I remember that shit, but yeah, that was it.
I mean, but everybody with Puff will get a single. You're gonna get you a hit.
No.
If Puff signs you, you're gonna get you a hit single.
Lil' Kim first album, crazy.
Wait. Lil Kim first album was not on Puff shit, was it?
Yes, it. Come on.
Yeah, Hawk. Come on.
Hardcore was on. It was on. Bad Boy, and I don't want to say Uptown. Not Uptown. Uptown was Puff was on Uptown. It was Bad Boy and LaFace. She might have.
No, I'm looking at it. It was
First
the
drink
label was Undia's, Big Beat, and Atlantic.
Atlantic, and it
Right,
was
right.
Bad Boy. Is what you saying?
Yeah, that's not Bad Boy, bro.
Hardcore.
No, yeah, right. It was
Right, and, Undia's is Big and Lance Rivera shit.
Is it Entertainment?
No, it's Undia's. That was the label.
Okay.
UNDEAS.
All right, I got you.
Yeah.
All right, well, I stand corrected. But
Puff had Black Rock,
One
five.
single. One single.
G-Dep has had joints that was fire.
He never had 2 singles because he had the
Yeah.
Child of the Ghetto single and he had Special Delivery and the Special Delivery remix.
Remix was crazy.
Right, but let's be honest. Like G-Dep should have gotten a lot more love than he got, but his shit was never like as big as Whoa.
Sean
got a single.
No, Sean.
He could have had more if he didn't go to jail though. Sean was
Okay,
going
but if anybody got played by Puff, Shine is the poster boy. Let's be honest. Next, who you got?
That had nothing to do with music though. You talking about some other shit.
I mean, I'm trying to
True.
figure. I mean, what is your argument though? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
My argument is that Big was the only one that he actually like helped try to get a career. Everybody else, he just let me get a single out you and you out.
112.
Nah, I disagree. We talked about just rap the artist overall.
You name who you want with Puff. Like the singers,
Total.
I think the singers he did.
Total got like 3 albums.
112 had like 4 albums.
Well, all of those albums.
He had a couple.
Neither one of those. But yeah, like what I was getting ready to say was like the R&B people, he did get him a little bit more leeway. You know, he tried harder with them. Mary J. Blige is not his artist, bro. That was never.
You sure about that?
I'm pretty sure about it. Yeah, she was on Uptown.
And who
initially.
was A&R? AJ. Who was
right? But he was the A&R, but that's not Bad Boy, bro.
Who was running Uptown?
Andre Harrell.
Puff and Andre Harrell.
No, Andre Harrell was running that bitch. Puff worked for him, bro. Nah. To Puff credit, Andre Harrell ended up working for him, as you know. But as far as Uptown was concerned, yeah, like Andre Harrell was the boss of that shit.
All right,
he used to be in a rap group too. It was him and some other dude. I can't remember the name of it. They was actually all right back in the day.
All right, bro. So no, it wasn't just Big. It was more than that.
I mean, okay, singers, I give you that. But rappers, everybody pretty much gets a single, bro.
Hey.
You know, I take it, and my bad. Right. Mace got more. He got, the big treatment until he dipped. At least on the outside looking in. And it seemed like he actually made some money. Nah, he may have gotten played too, but it seemed like he actually made some money out the deal. So I don't know. If you could sign with, let's say, Puff or Jermaine Dupri, who would you go with?
Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah, probably Jermaine Dupri.
That's tough too, bro. Like with everything I just said about Puff, I know he's gonna at least put me in the room with potential hit makers. Way more than I think Jermaine Dupri would.
Yeah, what you have to do for them hit stuff.
You said
what is that? What is that? Like, I look at like, oh wow, how much emphasis he put on his career. Criss Cross,
yeah,
Brad, the Franchise Boys got 2 albums, nigga.
That's true.
Franchise Boys got 2 albums, and he
Right.
was on their
Versus,
mixes.
versus female
All,
rappers.
and he's gonna look out for you for real, for real. Like some of the artists and beat makers in Atlanta, for real, you can get in contact with. In Atlanta, been cracking a lot of new artists for a decade now. As
Yeah.
far as like popping artists, you can go from Tone to Tove to them as far as production and go crazy. Even so, Puff can get you probably a more line, like bigger names. Like the overall project got a.
I
I
like
would
music.
rather me
Like
being with
music
the main.
fast puff. Like music nowadays a fast puff. Like I'm not. I don't want to say it like that. Not that like he don't have an ear. Like he's a legend. Of
But
course he
that's it.
has.
Like, is Puff gonna let me make the album that I want to make?
No.
There we go, right there.
No.
Hey, that's pretty dope, Cosmo. Shout out to you. Cosmo is the one lonely soul out there in YouTubeville that's fucking with us today. Uh, but she said hello, and I don't know why you deleted that. I thought that was pretty dope. She said she found us because of the Ananda Lewis interview.
Oh, that's dope. Shout out.
Okay, Cosmo hated us that much that she deleted both of her comments and left. Okay, I've never seen that before, man. That has got to be a world record. Not sure. I thought you would like that, Cosmo, but shout out to you. That was weird, bro. You ever seen that? I've never seen that before.
Yo, YouTube weird, bro.
YouTube is weird.
Pulled up on us for real. Like, look, check this out, right? Yeah, me. But it
Yeah.
is.
And hold on, let me see. Salute, Cosmo. I don't, my bad if I made you feel bad. I feel bad now. Yeah, no, not really. What else? We had some other shit to talk about. Like, let me look
Oh
at
man.
see. Oh, the Matt Gates joint. So you can't watch the video. Do you want me to play it?
Nah, we saw the last video you played.
Oh, you saw it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, bet. All right. Let me play this joint.
The House Ethics Committee has just announced it's launching a formal investigation into the embattled Florida Republican Congressman Matt Gaetz. The news comes just hours before Gaetz is supposed to give a highly anticipated speech down at the Doral Trump Hotel in Florida. Let's go to the scene. CNN's Randy Kay has the very latest.
Congressman Matt Gaetz will take the stage under a cloud of suspicion, which has even some members of his own party calling for him to resign. Why does Rep. Adam Kinzinger think he should go? The accusations are stacking up. The Daily Beast now reporting that Gaetz sent 2 late-night Venmo transactions in May 2018 for $900 to his friend Joel Greenberg, a former Seminole County, Florida tax collector and accused sex offender. The next morning, according to the outlet, in an 8-minute span, Greenberg used the same app to send 3 young women money, totaling the same amount.
And what we have are Venmo payments that show payments from the congressman to this local official, and then hours later, payments that add up to the same exact amount to 3 young women, one of whom later turned out to be a porn star. And all of these women are extremely young.
Extremely young, meaning what?
Well, one just turned 18 about 6 months before that happened.
CNN hasn't independently confirmed this report or what the money was used for. From the start, Gaetz has denied doing anything wrong.
It is a horrible allegation, and it is a lie.
A source also telling CNN federal investigators are looking into a trip Gaetz took to the Bahamas and whether women were paid to travel for sex with the congressman and others. That is a potential federal crime. CBS News, which first reported on the trip to the Bahamas, was told by a spokeswoman, Representative Gaetz has never paid for sex, nor has he had sex with an underage girl. What began with blaring headlines about sex trafficking has now turned into a general fishing exercise about vacations and consensual relationships with adults. It's unclear what Greenberg may know, but he and Gaetz were good friends.
He's uniquely situated.
Greenberg's lawyer now signaling that he is willing to make a plea deal with investigators.
Does he have anything to worry about? And you're asking me to get into the mind of Matt Gaetz. I'm sure Matt Gaetz is not feeling very comfortable today.
And there's more. Separate from the allegations of sex crimes, the New York Times is also reporting investigators have been told of a conversation where Gaetz and a prominent Florida lobbyist discussed arranging a so-called sham candidate in a state Senate race last year to siphon votes from an ally's opponent. They cautioned that aspect of the inquiry was in its early stages. Gaetz did not respond to the Times' request for comment on the allegations.
All right.
See, this is the problem with white guys, right? Because like, I don't know, like white guys are like I've been around, like I've been active with, like they all like typically you see like really old white dudes dating like 19, 20-year-old like white girls.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like typically like culturally that's like acceptable for them. But like, yo, this nigga, this is the confidence of whiteness, bro. This nigga went on Fox News. You saw the Tucker Carlson interview?
Mm-mm.
Yo, the nigga went on Tucker Carlson show, right? It don't get no whiter than this. So it goes on Fox News, and he gives this elaborate story of how this dude's trying to extort him, and pretty much like the sex trafficking shit, like he's going to use against him if he don't give him $25 million. Long story short, that dude who he said was extorting him did an interview on CNN.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, yo, that's complete bullshit. But either way, I'm saying all that to say, yo, like the irony of this nigga, you know what I'm saying? Yo, this dude, he's a fuck up, bro. Like, it's all type of stories coming out of how this nigga walks around and shows videos of him smashing chicks or pictures that he got from chicks that he smashed that work in DC. You know what I'm saying? Assistants and all this other shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the dude like young bros, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like he gotta go. I hope he got anything coming to him. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't get no. It's Marion Barry with the crack pipe in his hand, bro. It don't get no.
No, it was not, bro. Not from that video.
No, from a Venmo. Listen, bro. From a Venmo transaction, you sent to someone, and then that transaction went to 3 other individuals who were porn stars, and the bitch just turned, and then the girl just turned 18. Excuse me, just turned 18.
So how is like if I send you and shout out to Cosmo, she said no, I don't like typos. Oh, I feel better. But how am I if I give you $900
Mm-hmm.
and tomorrow you wake up and buy 3 hoes? Am I responsible for your 3 hoes?
If me and you like hoes and you my man, absolutely.
How am I responsible for you making a decision to go buy 3 hoes?
What you mean?
If I just give you $900, I didn't say here's $900, go buy 3 hoes. I just gave you $900. You said, hey, let me hold $900. I said, bam, you my man's. I got 900. There you go. And you wake up in the morning and go buy 3 hoes. Am I responsible for those 3 hoes?
You're thinking about it as Jobs married guy. You're not thinking about it as I'm supreme white guy in Congress, Matt Gaetz. And my man is like, hey, I got these 3 hoes. It's gonna run $900, and I'll shoot you $900 for some hoes, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
okay, but how do you? My point is legally, how do they prove that I'm responsible?
Those dudes
for your action.
Those 2 dudes was peanut butter and jelly, bro. They was always together. Like that's what they're telling you. They were always together. And he gonna rat on him.
I wouldn't doubt that. He probably is gonna rat on him.
You know what I'm saying? But it's already enough evidence to investigate. Like that's not the only transaction they have. They have Venmo transactions, Cash App, and Apple Pay from his transaction records directly to broads.
Now see, that's a whole different ball game. That's not what we saw in the clip. And Cosmo says guys date their self-esteem and maturity level. That's really not. Well, I guess maybe you Like the self-esteem thing, I think you may have that a little kind of confused for men. Like, well, and let me clarify for older white dudes. And you know what? I can't even just tag white dudes with that. Well, old dudes, if they could, if they had the most old dudes. Damn, I'm about to stop. I think I may be agreeing with you on some shit you said a couple of shows ago, wrong. But I know
Here
it's
we go.
fucking burns me to say this shit. But most old dudes probably would if they could smash a younger chick. They would.
No,
Like if you
he talking about the old niggas ain't interested in old vagina. Like it's true.
well, no, that's not true either. Old dudes are interested in old vagina.
No,
However,
they will.
however,
They
if
will.
it was an opportunity, let's say you 60 years old and you had a choice between a 30-year-old and a 60-year-old, you're probably gonna go with the 30-year-old chick.
It's not a probably.
Right. That show where his interest lies right there.
Right.
Yeah, but my whole point is that that's not saying that men have low self-esteem in doing that. If anything, that individual has high
Niggas
self-esteem. Like I
actually
could get this 30-year-old despite the fact that I'm twice her age.
I agree with it to a certain degree though, yo. Like I don't think that she capping on that when as far as dating to their maturity level and what they can get. Like look at a nigga that finally get it down for real and how he act about it, how he treat it. Well, most niggas. They never had one and finally get one. You feel what I'm saying? They're more overprotective.
Yeah.
They do things that they never did in the other relationship for real.
Yeah, super insecure.
Right.
I mean, I would argue that most men date above their maturity level.
No.
Yes, women mature faster than men.
Oh,
So most men date a woman, within a couple of years of themselves, and the woman is typically more mature than the guy.
It's a lot of immature ass females out here, bro. A lot.
It is, but it's a lot of immature dudes too, bro.
It is. But the difference is,
that's their level. They're both immature. That's their level.
Dude can tell you he immature. A female would not.
You know what? I never would cop to that. At the time that I was immature, if somebody was like, "You immature," shit, no, I'm not.
I don't know, bro. Like I've been called out being immature before, and being the mature individual that I am, like I recognized it.
If a 50-year-old dates a 20-year-old, that is his self-esteem and maturity level. Common sense, y'all.
It's no. I was with you for a minute, Carl. If a 20-year-old dude is dating a 50-year-old woman.
No. I don't think she mean that way. I think she mean if the dude is 50.
Okay.
And he dates a 20-year-old.
A 50-year-old dude dating a 20-year-old female.
Yeah.
That's multiple reasons. That's multiple
reasons. That has nothing to do with maturity. Like
it plays with his ego too.
Yeah, that's ego. That's a little bit of self-esteem, and the nigga want like that's.
But it's not low self-esteem though. That 50-year-old has a very high opinion of himself.
That's like a nigga buying new tires. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, how did he acquire the female too? For real? Do we gotta give him money?
Yeah, come on.
Wait, then that's where the insecurity lies. Then for real, because if he wasn't insecure, you feel what I'm saying? He just pulled it without the bread. But if the money leads first, you feel what I'm saying?
Two sides of that coin, because it's like, why is he dating a woman closer to his age, and that could be an insecurity thing.
Yeah, you got a point. All right. Yeah, that makes sense.
I so gets Melvin up, bro. Like, I'm gonna write a book, yo.
All right, write that Melvin. Yeah, me.
I'm telling you, yo, like, bro.
A big ego equal low self-esteem. It's a cover-up. You might be right there. You may be right.
It depends too, though. But I agree. But if you got accomplishments behind that big ego, it's different.
I mean, because nobody's upset with Ronald Isley, and his wife is, I don't know, like 30 years younger than him.
Delicious.
Or is it 17 years younger than him? She's significantly younger than him.
Delicious. Like,
and nobody's mad at him.
What delicious? The one that was on TV.
His wife. Oh my god.
Well, that's just disrespectful.
The Ron, he can't beat me, bro. Like,
Yeah, but why people hating on Osley though? For real, they like, I know they ain't the same person. They try to put a picture here, put a picture there. You feel what I'm
Bruh,
saying?
I
Like,
literally was like, why they don't have Ron Isley on here? I did not know that was that guy, bruh.
hey, that's the glow up. Yo, nobody says nothing, yo. See, I'm not even about to make it a gender thing, yo, but I gotta keep it 100 for real, yo. When they come back from Dr. Miami, for real, yo, ain't nobody still holding their picture side by side. You feel what I'm saying? Like, oh, where did this come from? Whatever. You feel?
Dr. Miami.
Like, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause like, it is what it is. Like, let them shine. Like, let them shine. You feel? You try to put it like you try to find the worst picture of
yo,
this
if I
nigga.
was
You
old,
feel what
bro,
I'm saying?
if I was old, I'd get work done and look younger. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, and I had the money, absolutely. And I'm wrong,
But
honestly, bro. Like, what do you mean? I'm Mr. Biggs. Like, yeah, kiss
right.
my nigga. Like,
This is a real glow up. And I'm 79. You feel what I'm saying? Like, let's get it
Nah,
popping. Like,
bro,
nah.
the sheets, nigga. Like, fuck you. Like, nigga, I look like a different nigga if I want.
I like
No,
it's
I don't
people
know.
that's born. It's people who born to my songs criticizing how I look. Well, you don't get the fuck out of my
I'm
face.
still not getting no surgery though, man. I don't know, but I think I am gonna try to get the let the beard grow out so I can get the sense that
Nigga, you said that you would get a fucking afro.
Oh, that's
If
different
you
though.
get
That's
an
different.
afro,
That is
why
totally different.
you tell me you wouldn't get surgery to look younger?
I would not get surgery, but I
Oh
will
my
get the fro.
god, yo,
I'm
stop,
telling you,
yo.
as soon as I get the bread, somebody please call up and donate like $1 million so I can get the fake fro, please. She said Ron is a handsome older gentleman, but Ron might be an insecure jerk behind the scenes. That's why he went with it super young with his wife. Could he not just have loved her?
Or Ron Osley realized, yo, I'm already rich. And I got this young, delicious, 35 years younger than me woman who's trying to give me something. He made an executive decision.
I'm trying to give
He made an executive decision, bro. Like, what do you mean?
yo, at 79 thinking like he trying to give me some.
Right.
If you are up at 11 o'clock tonight, make sure you go to Instagram and check out the Doc and Dance show. Shout out to my guy Doc Ish and Billy Dance. That should be pretty dope too.
That's fire. Shout out to him, man.
Yeah, that is pretty dope.
Fire.
I mean, yeah, Ron could just be a nice guy that fell in love with a wonderful woman. They had a child together, I do believe, and the
Yes.
child was like 16,
And
17.
because when you get a hold of prime vagina, and when he got her, that's what you do. You shoot the club up, bro. Like, he's rich.
He is rich.
Yeah, like,
Yeah. I kind of have to agree
you
with the plug on that one. I'm not gonna be, I'm not. I get it, like at that, Anyway, and I fell asleep on the verses, man. So oh man, Steve Harvey, shut the fuck up, bro. Damn.
Yeah. What you say? I heard he was going crazy out there, man.
Yo, Steve one of them niggas, bro. Like,
I kind of get it. Like, it was a
know.
dream for him, but man, you ain't have to hold the rest of us hostage with the shit.
Man, I wanted to just
I'd much rather
on his head like a basketball for real.
Oh,
like,
let's say it, do it, bro. Like, say it would have been perfect.
Yeah, say it would have came up there. You feel in the wingtips.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Moves, you know what I'm saying? A
Yeah.
little quick joke.
D.L. Hughley would have been perfect.
Man, get D.L. Hughley out of here. I'm tired of him and his top hat, yo. Like, no cap, yo. Like, he
D.L.
just be saying,
Hughley he's funny though too.
oh, yeah. Anything
He's
outside of
funny. I think I I watch D.L. Hughley. I admire the brother. Like, I appreciate everything that he's done for a nigga who dropped out of high school. You know what I'm saying? To what he's to this day, not only as a comic, but as a commentator. Like, that dude had a show on CNN at one point.
Yo, that nigga, he's currently buck dancing right now, man. Like, he's at the forefront of the stop.
Let me finish.
D.L. Hughley?
I'm not disagreeing with you. So what I'm saying is, like, I agree with a lot of things that he says. On certain things, I don't agree with him. You know what I'm saying? But I still respect him for who he is and what he's done as a journalist, you know what I'm saying, and in media, period. Like, I have the ultimate respect for him as far as that goes.
When the whole thing and situation went down with Vlad and the Honorable Minister Farrakhan,
right,
he was talking to D.L. Hughley. And D.L. Hughley was co-signing the lies that Vlad was telling him. All that shit started, yo. I mean, like, a lot, yo, he been slowly buck dancing for a minute, yo. I mean, but I do respect him. I've been fucking years, like you said, went from like a college, high school dropout to being like a scholar to a certain degree, pretty much. Still being a comedian. Like, I respect him on that. But I just feel as though, like, maybe he just look at things differently now, or he might be compromised for real. Because he definitely been, tap dancing recently. You feel what
I
I'm
mean, well, I don't know, man. I seen the clip of the Vlad thing, and that was about it. Like, I can't, I ain't saying, I haven't seen a pattern with dude. And dude's hella funny. Like, far as hosting, he'd have been way better than Steve. Just my 2 cents.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just a better host. Shit. And I fucked with Steve. Like, I love the Family Feud. That's just dope. Come on the show, talk about it. Don't tell too many stories though. I'm just fucking with you. Anyway, man, let's get up out of here, fellas. What you got, AJ? Any shout outs? Anybody want to say something too?
Shout out to y'all out there, man. And rest in peace, DMX.
Avery, where are you?
Yeah, rest in peace to the legend, DMX, bro. You're gonna be missed. Your legacy will always live on forever in hip hop. And we appreciate everything that you gave us. We appreciate you while you were here. Follow me on IG at Striving for Perfection _43. I follow back. Shout out Keys Development. Shout out 3 and the Gangsters. For bookings and inquiries, hit us at goonsthegods@gmail.com. And I think that might be it. Yeah, that's it, man. Holla at us. Subscribe to the YouTube, share our shit, man. And yeah, man, that's it. Holla at us next week, next Thursday.
No doubt. And so we good. We got next Friday. We good, AJ?
We should. I should be here. That's what it is.
So I can't say anything.
Not yet.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, thank you, Cosmo, for tuning in. And whoever else watches, shout out to you, man. Be dope for no fucking reason. And call somebody and tell them you love them. And mean that shit. Don't forget to check out the website liberationmindedmedia.com. And we should have a really good week next week, Thursday and Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be right back here. And fuck with us on Instagram too. My skin is my sin, the number 1. We post some dope shit. And oh damn, my bad.
You good?
My bad. Yeah. All right. Other than that, my bad. I think we out of here. Y'all have a good one, man. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. Stay COVID free. And wear a mask. Holla at you. We out. Peace.
Yep.